Okay, I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube that have helped me out, so I wanted to make one maybe that would help someone else out. Um, I realized that just from reading and noticing that there's about there is 15 different helms or hats or whatever in the game that have hidden stats or properties that it doesn't tell you in the description. And there may be more, but I'll show you the ones that I could prove actually made a difference. So what I have is just a standard Bone King crown. It has no special anything, and that's our base. So that when I go from hat to hat, you'll be able to see the stat increase show up on my player status. So here we'll go, and I'll start at the bottom. The Desert Sorceress hood. If I go to the player status, you can see that there's +3 int, um, and that's what that one has. That's it, just +3 int. A lot of these are decent, not that good. Some of them are good. It's up to you. Maybe none of them will work for you, but it doesn't tell you these things. So that's that one, Desert Sorceress hood. Um, okay, back to the Bone Crown. I'll try to do this as quick as I can. Um, Ladia Black Hood gives you +1 int and +1 faith. You can see those down there. That's it. The Moon Hat gives you +2 intelligence. Keep going. Dragon Sage Hood gives you +1 int and +1 faith. The White Priest Headpiece, +1 faith. Kinda lame, but it does give you one. The Black Hood gives you um, 2 faith and 2 int, and it also improves your casting speed. You can see there on the right column, third stat down. That's pretty good right there. It does tell you in the description, though, that it improves the casting speed, like you can see right there, but it doesn't tell you that it also gives you +2 and +2 faith. So there's that one. Hexer's Hood, +1 int, +1 faith, and it also tells you in the description increase the number of cast for each spell, and I think it gives you one. So for every spell you have, it'll give you an extra cast. You'll see it after you put it on and rest it up on fire. Um, so that's that one. Chaos Hood gives you +3 intelligence and +5 on the casting speed, it looks like. I don't know if that's a percent or if it's just flat +5, but it does tell you that one anyhow. Effect improves casting speed. Gives you the 3 int. Okay, Saint's Hood gives you +1 to your faith, and it also adds a cast. Um, Adds 1 to your casts. Tells you though. Doesn't tell you about the 1 faith. So there's that one. Okay, the Dark Mask gives you +1 int and +1 faith. Okay, the Black Hollow Mage Hood adds 1 to your intelligence. It's pretty insignificant, but it does do it. The King's Crown is probably one of the best ones that doesn't tell you. Um, this adds +3 to your intelligence and +3 to your faith. So, I mean, 6 levels of statistics from at least for people that have builds that use those two heavily. That's pretty good. And it also gives you +2 casting speed. That's, pretty much nothing, but you can see it there on the second column, third one down. It bumped it up by 2, and it doesn't tell you any of this on the King's Crown. So again, that's pretty good. 3 int, 3 faith, 2 casting speed. Okay, the White Hollow Mage Hood, um, +1 intelligence, and that's it. It's just +1 intelligence. Archdrake, pretty vanilla, +1 intelligence. Okay, and I save Velstadt for last. It's one of the heavy helms, and it's different from all the rest of the ones here because all the rest of these other ones are mostly for people that use builds that use intelligence, faith, caster types. This one's got some pretty good physical protection, and it adds 1 to your endurance and 1 to your vitality. So it gives you 1 stamina point, which, I guess it's better than nothing. But it does give you another 1.1 pounds that you can carry, which I know makes a pretty good difference on mine when you're trying to get under that 70% cap for the roll. So that's one that you might see a lot of people wear, and I see a lot of people wear, and you can see I have it at +5 because I wear it sometimes too when I have trouble getting under the cap, and I usually like to wear the Smelter demons, but if I can't make it, sometimes that extra pound will make a difference, and I don't have to give up that much. So anyway, there's that. That's the last one. So there's 15 different pieces of headgear that you can take a look for. Maybe one of them will work for one of your builds. If so, that's great. Hopefully somebody got something out of this, because I know I've gotten a lot out of a lot of the videos I've seen. So thanks for watching. Maybe I'll see you in the game.